feeling, UMP?
The other team's already worried about stopping UMP.
Come on, MP, we're behind you! You guys rule! Let's
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home court. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
So the next starting five. Cameron Johnson is out there with Williams. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Chicago, Talen Horton, Sumu, and it's Vucevic, and it's Buzelis in at the fourth. Well, here we are, Stan, beginning of the season. Certainly, what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements to their game in the offseason. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the rub, isn't it? That's the tough part of this whole thing.
Adjustments never stop. They go back and forth and back and forth.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
And to be fair, guys, MP's been subpar in these rivalry games. The intensity that you need to play in this atmosphere, it's been lacking. MP and his team have to figure out a way tonight to raise their level.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And here's Brooklyn. Here's Ball. Again, Ball missing. To the inside. Vucevic can't hit from in close.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Ball against Ball. Thomas passes the ball. And the Nets miss again.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Horton Tucker, and a strong finish with two hands.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Ball surveying the defense. Johnson to pass the ball. Shot clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for Ball. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago, but the results haven't been there.
He's off on the first. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. And you look at Ball, not in the top 5 currently, but he's amidst some terrific talent nonetheless, and there's still plenty of time for him.
And to be there among the top 10 of this very talented rookie class really says a lot about his potential.
Yeah, he has a huge upside. If he continues to work on the fundamentals and refine his game, there's no telling how far he can go.
Ball against Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Ball. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Sharp. The kick out to Ball. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Ball finds Melton. Shoots from the corner. Ball with the bucket. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Stolen by Ball. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Good on the triple.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Ball against Ball. Pass to Melton. Back to Ball. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Just 3 on the clock. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Horton Tucker. And Ball subbed in for Trey Jones. And a new group in for the Nets. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Trendon Watford. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Williams. And Ball subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. We've got Johnson all out there with Russell. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Sharp in at the 5 down low. Shot clock at 5. Russell dishes to Johnson. Deep 2 from Ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Ball's got his second bucket. Bulls leading by 13. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, Both enjoying success. Very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
You're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Now, here's Vucevic. 9 points in the game so far. Shots good by Williams.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And it's ball in the corner over Williams. Rebound by the Bulls. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, here is Russell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Ball. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the shot goes down. Ball's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, adding a little entertainment to that layup. Could you imagine if he missed it? Coach would have been all over it.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Bulls lead by 17. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Welcome. They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, that's the rebounding extra.
And now, not a bad. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. Get going here in the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. Highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Ball against Thomas. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable. That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's Thomas on the wing. Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Shoots from 14. That's good from Thomas on the assist from Ball. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Horton-Tucker. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Ball. That misses off the backboard. The Bulls leading by 13. In transition, here come the Bulls. Williams with the block. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in. He's got 9. For Chicago, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Pass to Buzelis. Outside, Ball. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
Here's Horton Tucker. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. That shot, no good. Excellent D there by Johnson.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ball, the pass to Sharp. Knocked away. Back to Ball. Shoots over Horton Tucker. Again, Ball missing.
There. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Williams is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Ball. And it's Sharp. And it's Vassell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu up top. He's guarded by Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Horton Tucker. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 8 rebounds in this game. Johnson in the corner. Back to Ball. Sharp on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Dosunmu. Ball against Ball. Now here's Dosunmu. Vucevic a screen on Ball. Dosunmu finds Ball. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Vucevic.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jones kicks the ball. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Lets a floater go. Count that one. And here are the Bulls now, and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Jones. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a
Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you 1 shoe deal. I got you 6.
Man, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay? And they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden.
Bro.
Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start, okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's back! That's right, Shake. My court has returned for NBA 2K.
Hi. Come in. Look around. Wow. Bye. Thanks for coming in.
Whoa, I don't believe it. It's you. I love you. Take care now.
Whoa. No way. This can't be real. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much.
Oh, hi. Welcome in.
Here.
Thanks for coming in.
in the house. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it. We are at
Get ready to light it up tonight.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Tyrese Halliburton.
And the strides he's made as a passer are easy to see. He's developed a much stronger basketball IQ in regards to sharing the ball and keeping the offense clicking. And he's a much more effective player because of it.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Cameron Johnson. Ball is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we're getting a little deeper into the season now, Doris. For teams off to slow starts, how do they kick it into gear?
I think the answer, BA, is probably contingent on what is at the core of the problem. Did you start the season with injuries? Are there young players on your roster who now are expected to fulfill greater roles? I mean, so much goes into getting into a rhythm and a role. One of the things you have to know is, does the system fit the personnel we have? And if one of those two things don't mesh, something has to give.
Rejected by Halliburton. And that one's good. Melton.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Halliburton. From deep three-point land. And it's Thomas with the rebound. And Ball will bring it up here for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Well, you knew it was simply a matter of time. It's happened. MP inking his first major shoe endorsement deal.
Yeah, he's teaming up with Nike. Just a classic company. MP told us growing up, he always wore Nikes, and he's so excited to start this partnership.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Now here's Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of...
Yo, whoever's watching right now, what's up, bro?
Simply won't
I don't know
in
if
today's
Mason,
NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Now here's Nesmith. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Thomas with the ball. Nesmith covering. The three. The putback. It's
Damn.
good on the putback.
Damn,
really
bro.
gets in perfect
They're
position
in
for the
sharp.
follow. Just a terrific
They're on
read.
sharp.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Ball against Halliburton. Fires the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Siakam for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Sharp up top. Pass to Thomas. Here's Ball. The rebound by Turner.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Nembhard outside. Down low.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Williams is checked in for Melton. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Ball into the lane. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, from deep. Fires in the triple.
Oh, it's just waiting threes for them early.
Pacers trail by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Nembhard. Siakam outside. Turner, a screen on Johnson. Lets it fly. Siakam, no good. Nets leading by 6. Now Ball. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Neesmith on the wing. Thomas defends. Pass to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Johnson. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
We've got DeAnthony Melton, Cameron Johnson out there with Cameron Thomas. Then they're Sharp, and it's Ball in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Ball. He's got 5. And they'll get another chance. Second chance effort. And he misses the shot again. Only 2 of 7 in this one. Pass to Siakam. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. Back to Thomas. Melton outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by Neesmith. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nets out in front. Up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody, and looking at the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a while, some guys get comfortable. Now, Giannis, he could...
And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Anthony Melton really making a difference here.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Siakam looking it over. Back to Turner. Stolen by Sharp. Ball against Halliburton. Ball outside. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Neesmith's shot is off.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Halliburton against Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Halliburton, no good.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Ball against Halliburton. Ball passes to Thomas. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's a pick. Over Halliburton. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 3.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at the Nets, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
Yeah, this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
Indiana making a switch here. Matherin's checked in. The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Now here's Siakam. 7 points in the game. Back to Turner for the lead. And it's in there. Turner's got his second basket on the night.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Ball against Halliburton. Ball passes to Melton. Back to Ball. Oh, he tries a 3. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Ball. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
For Brooklyn, Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Williams comes in for Thomas. And Russell is subbed in for Melton. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to Johnson. Back to Ball. Puts up a 3. Can't hit that one. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada. Here's Halliburton. And the layup falls. And the Pacers lead by 16.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Ball is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Sharp. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Thomas in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
But we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Pass to Ball. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the 3. Again, Halliburton missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the middle. Here's Ball. Rebounded by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Halliburton's got 12 points here in the second half.
That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
Halliburton against Ball to stop the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the right side. Pass to Wilson. Ball with it. Hey, expanding his range. Drops in the 3.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pacers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Tyrese Halliburton.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Here's Ball. Mathurin with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's McConnell. Soft touch off the glass.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Dude, I already used that. I like my build.
Pass to Halliburton.
But
into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Hold on, let me get on Call of Duty after like 20
exactly the right time.
3.
Play on a team level.
It's actually 11 seconds now. Yo, can you see my chat? Yeah, I can see that. 3 seconds. Done. And I lost by 13. I thought I'd say hi.
Boy, this crowd has to
Hi.
be shocked by the way their team.
You play any other games? Yes, I play Call of Duty and Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, and I play Call of Booty.
Some nights,
you know.
the shots don't fall.
Call of Booty. Hold on, bro. I'm trying to do something. How long are you gonna be That was so awkward.